Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you about something simple, relaxing, and meaningful. Your Sunday. Yes, your Sunday. Not a grammar lesson, not a vocabulary quiz, not a complicated topic. Just an easy, real conversation in English about one of the best days of the week. The day when life slows down a little, and you get to do what you love. You might think, why talk about Sunday? Well, Sunday tells a lot about who we are. It's the day when we recharge, reflect, and prepare for the new week. And it's also one of the best opportunities to practice English naturally. By talking about your daily routine, your hobbies, your feelings, and your plans. In this video, I'll help you talk about your Sunday clearly and confidently in English. We'll go step by step, from morning to night, learning useful phrases, natural expressions, and ways to make your English sound more fluent and real. By the end of this video, you'll not only be able to describe your Sunday perfectly, you'll also learn how to turn simple daily moments into powerful English practice. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's talk about your Sunday. Before we begin, let me explain something important. Many English learners think they need complicated topics to improve, like science, business, or world news. But the truth is, fluency starts with simple, everyday conversations. When you can describe your own life naturally, what you do, what you like, what you think, that's when your English becomes real. So today's topic, your Sunday, is more powerful than it seems. It's simple, but it's personal. It's a reflection of how you live, and it gives you hundreds of opportunities to use English naturally, using tenses, adjectives, expressions, and emotions all at once. So let's begin with how you start your Sunday morning. Let's imagine it's Sunday morning. The sun is coming through your window. You wake up not to an alarm but naturally because it's your day off. Here's how you can describe that in English. I usually wake up around 8 on Sundays. I don't set an alarm because I like to sleep in a little. The first thing I do is check my phone, scroll through social media, and then slowly get out of bed. Notice the grammar, we use present simple because we're describing a regular habit. Now, if you want to sound more expressive, add a few feelings or details. I love how quiet the morning feels on Sundays. It's the only day I don't rush to get ready. Sometimes I just lie in bed for a few minutes, thinking about what I want to do that day. See how natural that sounds? You're not just listing actions, you're expressing yourself. Then comes breakfast. You could say, after I get up, I make myself a cup of coffee. I usually have something simple for breakfast, like toast and eggs. Sometimes I treat myself to pancakes or go out for brunch with friends. And if you want to talk about how you feel during your Sunday mornings, my Sunday mornings are peaceful. I like starting my day slowly. It's my time to relax and reset before the new week begins. Now, everyone's Sunday looks a little different. Some people take it slow. Others like to stay productive. If you prefer a quiet, slow start, you could say things like, I spend the morning reading a book or listening to music. I sit on my balcony and enjoy the fresh air. I don't like rushing anywhere on Sundays, I just go with the flow. But if you're someone who likes to use Sunday to get things done, here's how to describe that. I use Sunday to clean my room and do laundry. I like organizing my schedule for the week. Sometimes I go grocery shopping in the morning to avoid the crowds. Both ways are perfectly fine. The important thing is to use English to describe your version of Sunday clearly. If you're practicing English alone, try speaking these sentences out loud. It's an easy and powerful way to make English part of your thinking routine. After your peaceful morning, the day usually becomes more active. Maybe you meet your friends, go out for lunch, or spend time with your family. Let's explore some natural ways to talk about your Sunday afternoons. If you meet friends, you can say, I usually meet my friends for lunch on Sundays. We like trying new restaurants in our neighborhood. Sometimes we just hang out in the park and talk for hours. Few stay home. I like cooking something nice for lunch. Sunday lunch feels special because I have time to enjoy it. After lunch, I usually relax, watch a movie, or take a nap. Here's a great tip. When you describe your Sunday, don't only talk about what you do. Talk about how it feels. For example, I love how Sunday afternoons feel slow and lazy. There's something peaceful about not having to hurry anywhere. It's the calm before the storm, before Monday comes back again. These are the kinds of sentences that make your English sound natural and emotional, just like a native speaker's. Now, for many people, Sunday is also a reset day, a time to prepare for the new week. If that's you, here's how you can describe it. I use Sunday to reset my mind. I plan my goals for the week ahead. I check my to-do list and think about what I want to focus on. Maybe you even use Sunday to reflect, to think about your progress or what made you happy during the week. You can say, I like journaling on Sundays. I write about what went well and what I want to improve. It helps me feel more organized and positive. This kind of English not only improves your speaking skills, it helps you think deeply, clearly, and confidently in English. For many of us, Sunday is also family day. It's the day everyone comes together after a busy week. Here are some ways to describe family time in English. Sunday is family day in my house. We usually have lunch or dinner together. We talk, laugh, and share stories about our week. If you have children, you might say, I take my kids to the park on Sunday afternoons. We watch a movie or play board games together. If you live away from family, I usually call my parents on Sunday to check in. It's nice to catch up and hear their voices. These are natural, warm ways to describe your Sunday, and they also help you connect your English practice to your emotions and relationships. Now let's talk about the part of Sunday that almost everyone loves, the peaceful afternoon. It's that quiet time after lunch when the world seems to slow down. You could say, I like taking a nap on Sunday afternoons. I usually sit by the window with a cup of tea and just relax. Sometimes I watch YouTube videos or listen to my favorite podcast. If you enjoy being outside, I go for a walk in the park. I love watching the sunset on Sunday evenings. It helps me clear my mind and feel ready for the week ahead. You see, these are simple sentences, but they're exactly the kind of sentences that help you practice English fluently and confidently. Because when you talk about your real life, you're not just learning English, you're living it. As the day starts to end, Sunday evenings often bring a mix of feelings, relaxation, and a little bit of preparation for the week ahead. You can describe it like this. I like cooking something nice for dinner on Sundays. After dinner, I prepare my clothes and bag for Monday. I usually spend some time thinking about what I want to do next week. Some people feel calm on Sunday evenings. Others feel a bit anxious about Monday. You can express that too. Sunday evenings are quiet but a little sad because the weekend is almost over. Sometimes I feel lazy, but I try to go to bed early. I remind myself that a new week means new opportunities. Adding emotional words like lazy, peaceful, calm, or motivated makes your English sound more real and natural. Now here's the best part. Your Sunday can become your English classroom. You don't need books, lessons, or long study sessions. You just need to use English to describe your day. Here's a simple exercise. At the end of your Sunday, write or record a few sentences about what you did. For example, I woke up around 8 and had breakfast on the balcony. Later, I met my friend for lunch and we talked for hours. In the evening, I planned my week and watched a movie before bed. That's not just storytelling, that's fluency training. You're using real memories, real emotions, and real grammar, all in one short paragraph. If you do this every Sunday, your speaking and writing will improve naturally because you're connecting English to your life. Let's be honest. Not every Sunday looks the same. Sometimes it's relaxing, sometimes it's busy, and sometimes it's just lazy. Let's explore how you can talk about different kinds of Sundays. A relaxing Sunday. I stayed home all day and did nothing. I spent the afternoon watching movies and drinking coffee. It was exactly what I needed after a long week. A productive Sunday. I cleaned the house, did laundry, and finished my assignments. I organized my room and prepared meals for the week. I felt proud of myself for getting so much done. A fun Sunday. I met my friends for a picnic. We played games and laughed a lot. It was one of the best Sundays I've had in a while. A lazy Sunday. I didn't even leave the house. I stayed in bed and watched TV all day. Sometimes it feels good to do absolutely nothing. Describing your Sunday like this helps you practice tone. How your voice and mood change depending on the situation. It's a great way to sound natural and expressive in English. Here's something important. English shouldn't be separate from your life. It should fit into it. That's why talking about your Sunday, your daily habits, and your feelings work so well. It's English in action. You're not memorizing. You're expressing. You're not translating. You're living in English. So next time it's Sunday, think in English. When you wake up, say to yourself, I'm getting up now. When you make breakfast, say, I'm cooking eggs. When you relax, say, I'm watching a movie. It sounds simple, but it's powerful, because you're training your brain to think in English automatically. Let's look at some tiny English habits you can add to your Sunday to keep growing. Write a Sunday journal, a few sentences about what you did, how you felt, and what you're looking forward to. Watch a movie in English, something relaxing that you enjoy. Read a short article or story, maybe about travel, self-care, or lifestyle. Listen to a podcast, something you can enjoy while cooking or walking. Talk to yourself in English. Describe what's happening around you, out loud or in your head. These small actions build real fluency. And Sunday is the perfect day to do them, because your mind is calm and you have time. Here's a truth that surprises many learners. The best English learners don't study all day. They make English a small, natural part of their life, especially on weekends. That's because weekends are when your mind is relaxed. You're not rushing to finish tasks or study for exams. You're in a more open, creative state, and that's when language learning happens most naturally. So use your Sunday as your English growth day. Instead of strict studying, do something in English that you enjoy. Read a story. Write a short paragraph. Watch a movie and repeat a few lines. Make English part of your relaxing time, not your stressful time. That's how you build fluency without feeling like you're working hard. Here's another idea. Use Sunday as your reflection day, not just for your life, but for your English journey. You can ask yourself simple questions in English like, what did I learn this week? What new words did I use? What's one thing I want to improve next week? You can say, this week, I practiced speaking every morning. I learned some new words about food. Next week, I want to focus on pronunciation. These reflections help you stay motivated and aware of your progress. You'll see how far you've come, and that will give you confidence to keep going. Finally, let's end your Sunday with gratitude. A few sentences that remind you to appreciate your day and your journey. You can say things like, I'm grateful for a calm and relaxing day. I feel ready for the new week. I'm proud of how far I've come in my English practice. Simple words, but they have power. They connect language learning to positive emotions. And when you connect emotions to English, it stays with you longer. So now we've talked about your Sunday from morning to night, not just as a day of rest, but as a day of growth. We talked about how to describe your routines, your feelings, your reflections, and your habits, all in natural, simple English. We explored how Sunday can become your best day to practice English without stress. just by living, noticing, and expressing yourself. And that's the secret. Fluency doesn't come from pressure or memorization. It comes from connection, from talking about your life in your voice. So next Sunday, I want you to think in English, speak in English, and enjoy your day in English. Let your everyday life become your English classroom. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more practical and natural English lessons. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your Sunday.